there must be some benchmark or some line in the sand.
Before we get into how it's administered, the government has made an announcement in this space in response again to the Word Investments case. The decision or the issue of how much money can be spent in Australia was considered in that case. There was some lack of clarity potentially coming out of that case. The government has stated it will re-clarify the law to ensure that there is to re-clarify that charities must spend their monies in Australia, that there will be an in Australia test, and that we're developing that at this point.
Could you give some more information? That's very helpful, that committee, but that doesn't affect those organisations where their principal aim is to provide assistance overseas, though, does it?
Well, if their principal aim is to assist overseas and they're spending, they're siphoning all that money overseas, to use the language, that would fail the in-Australia requirements unless they were endorsed by the tax office as an overseas aid fund or prescribed in regulations.
And I want to make it very clear that the very good work that organisations Caritas and World Vision and Oxfam do is incredibly
There are some provisions in the law to enable that. I can let Michael Hardy talk about, that there's a balance there. There's a principal purpose. You must spend your principal amount in Australia.
Would you mind giving the committee further information on that, and also, how if an organisation it's not there for the purpose of overseas aid, but is remitting a fair proportion of its revenue overseas, is that a factor that's taken into account, and what sort of line in the sand do you draw? And again, I'm happy for that to be on notice. Thank you for that, Mr. Russell.
Thank you. I think we're drawing to a close. Although Senator Cameron's gone, on the subject of Father Lucas, I think he didn't quite say an organisation which condoned child abuse. He talked about an organisation in which there might be some individuals who did do that sort of thing. So it wasn't a systemic sort of feature of the organisation. And I think in fairness that probably needs to be said and clarified. But thank you for appearing. That's been very useful. And with that, we close this inquiry. Thank you, sir. I thank the staff, I thank Hansard and the witnesses. Thank you.